welcome you all to my another video. Today, this story, The Little Woman, is about four sisters who lived in US. So, plug your earphone and flow with it. If you want another parts, then please tell me. So, enjoy it. It was nearly Christmas. Outside, the snow was falling. In their comfortable sitting room, Mrs. March's four daughters sat by the fire, talking. Of course, they were talking about Christmas and Christmas presents. They were not feeling very happy. Once the family had been rich. Now it was rather poor. The March girls had a little money for Christmas presents. Let us meet the March girls. The eldest was Margaret, who was called Meg. She was 16 years old and very pretty. Her hair was light brown in color. She had beautiful grey eyes. Her feet and hands were small, and she was proud of them. Then came Josephine, who was called Jo. She was 15 years of age. She was tall and thin. Her only beauty was her thick red brown hair. She always wished that she were a boy. Indeed, she talked like a boy, talked like a boy, and walked like a boy. Jo loved reading and wanted to be a famous author when she grew up. The third daughter, Elizabeth, called Beth, was 13. Everybody loved Beth because she was so gentle and thoughtful. Beth had a sweet face and bright eyes. She was very fond of music and played the piano very well. Amy, the youngest of the sisters, was 12. With her golden hair and blue eyes, she looks very pretty. She liked painting and drawing. She wanted to be a famous artist when she grew up. Christmas won't be Christmas without presents, Jo said sadly. I hate to be poor, Meg said, looking down at her old dress. So do I. At the schools, the girls are always laughing at my dress. I feel so ashamed, Amy said. You shouldn't. Your dress may be old, but you always look nice, Meg said. Other girls have such a lovely things, Amy complained. Never mind, Beth said in a gentle voice. We have father and mother. The girls fell silent then. Their thoughts went to their father, who was far away. Their father was serving in the army, for this was wartime. There was a war between northern part and southern part of United States. Mother has said that we can each spend $1 on ourselves, Jo went on. I'm going to buy some music with my dollars, Beth said. I shall get some drawing pencils, said Amy. I shall buy a book, said Jo. And now what shall I buy? Asked Meg. $1 isn't enough to buy a silk dress. At that moment, the clock struck 6. It was time for their mother to come home. Amy got up from her mother's chair and shook the cushions. Beth fetched her mother's slipper. Jo held them in front of fire to warm them. Look, they are worn out, exclaimed Jo. I shall buy her a new pair with my $1, Beth said. I'm the eldest, I shall, Meg said. I'm the man of the family now, since father's away, Jo told. I know. Let us each of us get something for mother. Don't let us spend our money on ourselves. Let us spend it on mother, Beck said. That's a good idea, said Meg. That's the best plan, agreed Jo. Then she asked, what shall we get for her? The girls were silent. They were thinking. Then Meg said, looking down at her pretty hands, I shall get her a pair of gloves. I shall get a pair of nice warm slippers, the nicest that I can find, Jo said. I should get some pretty handkerchiefs, said Beth. I think I'll get a bottle of scent. It won't cost much. I have some money left for my pocket money. The girls were feeling happier now. Then they began to talk about the play that they were going to act on Christmas night. Jo had written it. Her sisters had made the dresses and scenery. It's the best play I've had till now, said Meg. Beth, who thought that Jo was wonderfully clever, said, Oh, Jo, I don't know how to think of such clever things. Now, Amy, you must practice your part. You don't paint properly. Jo said. How can I? Asked Amy. I have never seen anybody paint. If I fall to the floor, I shall hurt myself. Fall into the chair then. That's easier. Jo suggested her. Oh no, it isn't. Amy cried. Their mother's footsteps sounded on stairs. Jo ran to open the door. There was a feeling of great happiness in the room. Mother was home. Mrs. March was a tall woman, rather stout, with a noble face. Her clothes were old-fashioned. That did not matter. In her daughter's eye, she was the loveliest woman on earth. She looked tired when she came in. All day she had been busy. Her work was war work. She had to collect and pack foods, medicines, and clothes for soldiers. She took off her hat and coat. Her face brightened as she sat down by the fire. She put on her warm slippers. Her daughters gathered round her. This was the happiest hour of the day for all them.